Today, we're diving into this really powerful story. It's all about a desperate father, a healing that seems impossible, and a major test of belief. It really makes you stop and think, right? What does it actually mean to have faith?
And that brings us to the core question of this whole thing. What is the difference between seeing something and believing it? I mean, do you need proof to believe, or is real belief that thing you cling to before you have any proof at all? Just keep that question in your back pocket as we go through this.
Okay, so let's set the scene. Our story kicks off with Jesus returning to a town called Cana in Galilee. And this place, it's already got a bit of a reputation. Why? Well, this is the exact spot where he'd already done something pretty incredible, turning water into wine. So you can imagine, the buzz around him is that this guy can do the impossible.
But here's the catch. There's a big problem, and it's not where Jesus is. He's in Cana, right? But the crisis, a royal official's son who is deathly ill, is all the way over in Capernaum. We're talking about 20 miles. Now that might not sound like a lot to us, but back then, that was a full day's trek. So you've got the source of hope in one place, and this desperate situation a whole day's journey away.
So what does the father do? This isn't just some message sent by a servant. No way. This guy, who's a royal official, mind you, makes that entire journey himself. He finds Jesus and just begs him, please, you have to come down to my home and heal my son. You can just feel the desperation, right? The source is clear. The boy is near death.
So you'd think after all that, the long journey, this powerful man humbling himself, this raw plea, the answer would be a simple yes. But it's not. Instead of just agreeing, Jesus throws out a challenge. And listen to how he phrases this. He says, unless you people see signs and wonders, you will not believe. Notice that, you people. He's not just talking to the dad. He's looking at the whole crowd that's probably gathered around. It's like he's asking, why are you all really here? Are you just here for the show? For some big spectacle? Or is there something more to it?
You know, the father's reply here is just perfect. He doesn't bite. He doesn't get into a big theological argument. He completely sidesteps the challenge and just says, "Sir, come down before my child dies." He cuts right through everything and brings it back to the one thing that matters. His focus is absolute. Save my son.
Okay, pay attention because this next part is the real turning point of the whole story. It's where everything hinges. Not on some big, flashy miracle the father can see, but on just a few words, a simple promise, and the incredible choice he's about to make. So Jesus still doesn't agree to go with him to Capernaum. Instead, he just looks at him and says, "You may go. Your son will live." That's it. Just a simple sentence, but it's delivered like a statement of fact with total authority. He's not offering his presence. He's offering a promise.
And this is the moment. It's an act of pure belief. Think about it. The official has zero proof, no evidence, nothing. All he has is the word of this man. And just based on that, on words alone, he turns around and starts that long walk home. Wow.
Can you just imagine what that journey home was like? I mean, picture it. You're walking for hours, and the only thing you have to hold on to is a promise someone just gave you. You have no idea what's happening back home. Is your son okay? Is he worse? The anxiety must have been off the charts.
And then, while he's still on the road, he sees them. His own servants, coming towards him. This is it. This is that moment where his private, internal hope is about to smash right into the cold, hard facts of reality.
And the news they have? It's good. They tell him his boy would live. The promise is real. But wait, the father isn't just satisfied with that. He has another question. He needs to know more.
And this next question is so important. He asks them, when? When did he start to get better? See, he's not just happy his son is alive. He's like a detective now. He needs to connect the dots. He has to know if the promise he heard in Cana is directly linked to the healing that happened in Capernaum. For him, the timing is absolutely everything.
And here's where it all comes together. The timeline tells the whole story. His servants say the fever left him yesterday at 1 in the afternoon. 1 in the afternoon. That's the exact moment Jesus spoke to him. It's just a perfect, instant link between the words spoken in one city and the healing that happened 20 miles away. Absolutely incredible.
And that's it. That's the light bulb moment for the father. He realizes it happened at the very same time. The belief that he chose to act on, it's now backed up by cold, hard proof. What started as just faith has now become certainty.
But the story doesn't stop there. With just the father's aha moment, the effect of what happened, it starts to spread.
It creates this ripple effect that touches his entire family.
I mean, think about the story he has to tell. This journey he went on, from sheer desperation to taking a leap of faith to getting this amazing confirmation, it becomes this incredibly powerful personal story. And it's so convincing that his whole household comes to believe too.
And what's really interesting is that the text itself basically flags this story for us. It gives it a number. It's not just treated as another event. It's marked as a specific, significant moment.
Yeah, the very last line of this account puts it all into a bigger picture. It's specifically called the second sign that Jesus did in that area. So it's establishing this pattern, right? This isn't a one-off thing.
So, that brings us right back to where we started, to that big question. What was the bigger miracle here? The fact that a boy was healed from 20 miles away? Or was it the fact that his father chose to believe, to turn around and walk all the way home based on nothing more than a promise? I'll leave you with that, because how you answer that question might just be the very definition of faith.